How does this sort of changing landscape on regulation, as it concerns ICOs, Spencer, impact the way you look at ICOs right now and decide whether or not you want to buy them as the rules are being created?
Sure. So, I mean, if we look at something and, our counsel or the people that we depend on, seem to indicate that something is a security, then we're going to want to see a project that follows all securities regulation. That means doing the appropriate filings and restricting your sales to the appropriate investors that are suitable for that type of an investment. That said, not all of the crypto assets that we invest in are necessarily securities. So some of them can be, crypto assets like Bitcoin that certainly are not securities. And in that case, we're a little bit less concerned about the securities framework and a little bit more concerned about the long-term viability of the economics.
It'll be interesting how ICOs now market themselves in relationship to this. I mean, I would imagine that ICOs, from their standpoint, all they would say is, you know what, this is almost like a donation. There's no expectation of a shared profit in the future. I mean, that's essentially what Tezos' co-founders have said in relationship to the investigation that supposedly is going on into the $232 million they raised in an ICO. They said this is like a donation, and the token you get is a gift bag, implying there is no expectation of profit. I mean,
a tote bag, I believe it is.
A tote bag. Oh, yeah, I thought it was. Sorry, I remember it was a gift bag. But the same impact here. The marketing is going to change greatly, so we won't really. Do you really think that you're going to get paperwork from an ICO which says, "Hey, we're just like a securities. Here's our papers. Take a look"?
Oh, definitely. Some of them definitely are taking that approach. So, we're seeing across the whole spectrum. So we're seeing some that are going the straight securities route, are doing all the appropriate filings and restricting their sale in an appropriate manner. And then we're seeing others that clearly think that they are outside of that, and that might be the right approach. Again, it kind of remains to be seen here. But I don't think that you can just change your marketing pitch and expect that regulators are all of a sudden just going to give you breathing room.
Yeah.
It's more substantial than that.
So I've been preaching on this channel that you got to be careful when it comes to ICOs, and it's funny that the regulators do want to come and crack down on these ICOs, but they're never going to be able to keep up. The thing with the ICOs is that they can constantly evolve and change. So yes, if they do make this pitch, and a lot of them have made a pitch where it does seem like they're the security, and already, I mean, there's already ICOs that won't even take US investors because they don't want to deal with this, but they can evolve, and a great way to do this is that they can literally change the paperwork or the framework to, be like, no, we're more of a currency or a donation or whatever. So if you're going to get into this ICO, like I said, I think that there's going to be huge winners, and you're going to be able to make a lot of money and huge profits on some of these ICOs. But at the same time, if you're a novice investor and you don't understand, I mean, that's why I am providing this information, is hopefully you can learn and maybe do some of your own research. But if you don't understand the security laws or the difference between, why Bitcoin is a currency and why some of these ICO tokens might be a security, I would just stay away. And my recommendation, if you do watch this channel, is, you can't ever go wrong staying in the top 20. Obviously, there's more home runs if you go below the top 20, but I have preached this before, and if you're new to this channel, I want to preach it again, is you can't go wrong with the Coinbase coins, which are Bitcoin, Ethereum, Bitcoin Cash, and Litecoin. And if you're going to go outside of that, learn. Go on YouTube. There's plenty of people, bloggers on YouTube that will give you more information, and then maybe go into this kind of space. But don't think that, just because now it's going to be regulated that, ICOs are going to be safer or whatever. There's plenty of scams with, SEC regulated stocks. So don't worry, like they call them carpetbaggers. This is a new space, and the carpetbaggers will always find ways to hustle and scam people. So I always stick to big coins with big market caps, and invest a small amount of your portfolio until you learn, and then as you get more comfortable, make whatever moves you think works out best for you. And be careful. One other thing I do want to bring up is be careful. A lot of YouTubers are offered money to pump coins, and I don't even have that big of a following. I'm still, in the 2,000 subscriber mark, but I'm already getting some pitch from, smaller projects asking me to promote stuff, which I'm not going to do. I don't need the money, and I'm just doing this for fun. But be careful because there are YouTubers out there that will have financial interests, and some of the biggest ones. I mean, the one that, you know, at least he was honest, was Data Dash. I mean, he got a bunch of free coins to pump coins. So just be careful, because there are a lot of people that, you know, are not in a good financial position or want to get into a better financial position. So they will sometimes pump these ICO coins or promote these coins, and don't do that. And the biggest scam of all, which I want to once again warn my audience, is stay away from those how to get rich, you know, whether it's selling stuff on Amazon or selling stuff or how to trade cryptocurrencies. A lot of that stuff, man, you can get free information. That's the goal of this channel, is everything I'm going to share is going to be free, and I have no financial interest, and I'm happy to say that I'm a successful real estate investor, and that's where most of my money comes from. So I have no interest in making money off of YouTube sales or whatever. I collect more than enough rent to keep me happy, and that's what I'm gonna long term do. I mean, cryptocurrency is just a hobby of mine, but long term, I'm in the real estate game. I'm gonna buy more properties when, you know, prices make sense, and cryptocurrency actually, I think, makes me a better real estate owner, a better stock trader, because it's on steroids, a lot more action. But anyways, let me know what you guys think. Please subscribe to the channel. We hit the goal of 2,000, which is awesome, and, you know, hopefully we'll hit 10,000 by the end of the year, but we'll see. And please keep sharing this, and I will talk to you guys soon.